at a wooden house in the forest in afternoon time. Warm sunshine shines into the old wooden house. Wind wafts a bell that makes us calm and relax from the bottom of the heart. A middle-aged woman is going to sit on her rocking chair.
Arisa.
At Dome Edge in the slum, in the time afternoon, two young girls are romping joyfully.
Hey Arisa, wait for me.
Quick, Elsa! I want to go to see something interesting.
Two girls stop at the corner of slum in the big empire. The camera pans out to show how huge that dome is.
This is cool, right?
Wow. What is this thing?
I don't know, but it looks so beautiful, isn't it?
Arisa, how did you find this?
While I was coming back from buying that things, I saw the light. It attracted me to go into it. Then I went into, and after that, I found this flower.
You think if we bring it back home, how that tell us what it is?
Yes. He probably can. Let's go.
Then I will pick it up.
Two girls are running back to their house with excitement. But they don't know that while they are running, the petals are dropping slowly, and when they arrive home, there is only one petal left.
Dad, do you know what it is?
Ha ha ha. Ridiculous. Did you go outside for a long time to bring this stupid stick back for me? Why don't you spend time studying as I said? Huh?
No, Dad. It's not just a stick. If you see it before that, you will be surprised for sure.
Quiet! Stop talking about this nonsense. I don't want to say anything. Now, go back to your room then study. Get out!
Two girls walk into their rooms with sad face. Life isn't beautiful like flower. Every day, they too are forced to study hard by their failed scientist father. The reason that they need to study is that their father wants them to be greater scientists, and when they are successful, they will become higher class and be able to live in the dome comfortably. Our world is the technology era. Only higher class and people who have science knowledge can live happily. Due to this circumstance, the world has been divided into three parts that are the Sentry Domes, Dome Edge, and the Abandoned Land. The Sentry Dome is an area full of technology and dukes. Dome Edge is an era for the poor and people who don't have any chance for education. The only way you can go into the dome is to be a useful scientist. The Abandoned Land is the area where no one lives and nobody is allowed to go in that place. But they are still lucky that their dad is a scientist. Although he is just a failed scientist, he can use his connections to make his daughter have a chance to study in Dome School. At Dome School, in Arisa and Elsa classroom.
And this is Dome Edge, the area for the poor people and who don't have any chance for education. The only way you can go into the dome is to be a useful scientist.
Teacher, then why they are too lower class in our dome?
Everyone in the class is laughing at Arisa and Elsa.
Don't listen to them, Elsa.
Then the bell rings. Everyone is going home. At Dome, on a wide and clean footpath along the way back to Dome Edge, Arisa and Elsa are walking back home.
I don't like this kind of life, Arisa.
Me too. Hey Elsa, do you know what I have met in my biology class?
What is this?
This.
Then what? It's just a forest?
No, I mean this. This one.
Wait. Is it?
Yes, it is called a flower.
Oh my gosh, Arisa, I love flowers. Do you know where we can find them? I really want to see it once again.
I don't know, but from the reference from this picture, I think it is definitely somewhere in the forest.
Then, where is the forest?
Do you remember what we learned in our last class? If forest does not appear in Dome and Dome Edge, then that means it must be in the Abandoned Land.
Go to the forest. There must be many flowers there.
Then, let's go.
Yay!
The two run and jump happily as if they're living in the forest. Back to reality. After their life at their home that forced them to study hard as usual like every day, the camera catch on the clear night sky for 3 seconds. At Dome Edge, in Arisa and Elsa's rooms, in the middle of the night before the two girls are going to sleep.
Elsa, I have decided in the future I will get out of here and find various flowers. Then I live a happy life in the forest. I will do it. I promise myself. Do you want to come with me, Elsa?
Of course, I will follow you everywhere you go. I promise.
You promise, Elsa?
I promise.
They make a pinky promise and sleep. 15 years later, at Dome, in the sand lab, Elsa working rooms.
Elsa, come here.
What's wrong, Arisa?
It's time, Elsa.
Time for what?
It's time for us to go out of here.
What are you talking about, Arisa?
Don't tell me you are already forgot our promise.
What? Me? No, it's you. Arisa, why did you still remember that kid's dream? We are adults now, sister.
How can I forget it? That is the reason why I'm living until now.
We want to go everywhere, Arisa. Stop your silly dream and please work with me. You are a scientist who is smarter than everyone else here. Why don't you live like other people? If you do that, it will make you have a happy and comfortable life. Moreover, we will also not have any problem with anyone too.
You saying let me live like this, Elsa? You must be crazy. Don't you see what happened? Don't you know how much those technology made by scientists make our world overlap and how much people are differentiated?
Then what? We tried so hard until now. Just make some benefit to the dome, and it makes us less. Don't you want a life like that?
People who live in the dome age are working as a slave for the ducks until they die to make them live comfortably. And everyone in the dome look at us like a trash. Do you really want to live like this? Please go with me, Elsa. I beg you.
No, you must be here.
Didn't you listen to me, Elsa? Even as our slave in this system, you also know how much our dad used us as a tool. I don't want to be dad's slaves forever. I can take it. I want us to live happily together.
If you want to go, then go ahead. I won't go anywhere.
Okay, I'm done with you, Elsa.
Me too.
If you still want to stay in this sucky city, go on. I'm out.
Well, go wherever you want and don't come back. You fool. You silly sister.
At hospital, on the long hall to emergency room, Elsa is being hauled to the emergency room.
Elsa!
At hospital, in the private patient room, Elsa is sleeping on the patient bed. Arisa face down and hugs her knees on the sofa next to the bed. Elsa wakes up, then Arisa walks to her.
Elsa, I'm sorry.
Arisa, it's fine. This is not your fault. Actually, I have a congenital disease that makes me weak, and it's not that I don't want to go with you. But because of this, I'm afraid I will be your counterweight.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I never knew about this.
Arisa says nothing for 6 seconds and face down. Elsa sighs gently.
Go, Arisa. Live your life with happiness and freedom like you want. Because if you don't go, we will be their slaves forever.
But
No but, Arisa. It's fine. Trust me.
you're such a selfish girl. Okay then.
Arisa talks with her sister while smiling confidently before going out of the room.
See you later, sister.
Projecting the scene of Arisa packing her bag and then going to the secret place of her influential gangs in the slums while narrating. Traveling from Dome to Dome Edge is not hard, but traveling from Dome Edge to Abandoned Land, this is the most difficult things in this path because there is a rule that nobody are allowed to go out of Dome era. But due to the underground condition, since Arisa was a kid, makes her able to get out of Dome Edge easily. At the secret place of influential gangs in the slum near her old house.
Ayo, Peter. It has been a long time since I saw you.
Oh my gosh! Is that time right, butter? Hey guys, see one who's back. Take a rest, bro. We will leave tomorrow. By the way, where's Elsa? She doesn't came with you?
Now she got sick.
Well, I hope she gets well soon.
Thanks.
Arisa is sitting while eating and drinking with them. At dawn the next day, Peter and Arisa go to meet two big body men, Joe and Jim.
Hey Joe, hey Jim, this is Arisa. Arisa, they are Joe and Jim. Alright, you two will be her guides in this journey for Arisa. Take good care of her guys. And you, Arisa, this is the furthest that I can come. After you go outside, take good care of yourself, okay? There is no chance to come back. There is a policeman who keeps looking for 24 hours outside there. Are you sure to go out?
Of course, I have never been so confident like this in my life.
Well, good.
At all silver.
Alright, listen carefully. What you are seeing is the only exit. It means you can come in again after you are out from the hole. We will close the exit. Are you ready?
To freedom.
Unfortunately, the first thing that she saw isn't beautiful nature. She in a dry area, including trees and land. At abandoned land near dome edge.
Wow, dry area with dead tree. So this is an abandoned land. It is a little bit different from what I thought. I can't sense any abandoned forest here, but whatever happens, I'm going to find my dream forest. Looks like my supply can stay with me for only 15 days, so I need to find the forest before I stray. And with my knowledge over 15 years, I can definitely find it.
The journey to find the abandoned forest has begun. Project the screen of Arisa walking past the arid areas, abandoned town and abandoned village. 21 days later. At somewhere in the abandoned land, I know desert in afternoon time.
Damn it, I'm so hungry. I definitely can't walk anymore.
Arisa looked up to the sun, and then suddenly put her hand up to cover her eyes.
Ah,
Arisa moved her face back, her eyes begin to blur. She sees a forest in her sight.
is that a forest? Is it a real forest? An illusion.
Arisa felt dizzy.
This is the furthest I can come. I haven't seen a real forest yet.
Project the scene of Arisa falling down and facing the sky. Then project scene of someone watching Arisa far away.
I'm sorry, Elsa. Our name is...
A person in red costume appears over Arisa's face.
What is this? Angel? Are they coming for me?
A red person is shouting and shaking Arisa, but she can hear. She only sees the mouth moving. At somewhere in abandoned land, I know desert in the night time. Arisa wakes up in the middle of the night and finds herself lying next to the campfire. Arisa opens her eyes and mystery girls cooking food at campfire.
Where is this place? How am I here? Oh, you wake up? Well, I just passed that way and saw your vision, so I brought you here. You? Who are you? Bob, don't move and answer my question. Why? Who are you? Where are you from? And how can you find this place? My name is Tomani. I have lived here for a year. My name is Arisa. I'm a scientist from Dome, but now... Scientist? Dome? Okay. I knew it. They sent you to take me Dome. Then you die. Yeah.
Tomati raised her bow.
What? Listen to me first. I haven't finished my sentence. I am a scientist who used to live in the dome, but now I got out from there. You can't trust me. I'm not on their side, for sure, and I very much hate the dome. Oh, it is? Then why don't you tell me first? You interrupt me before I finish my sentence. Oh, yes. Is this out? Thanks.
Both of them are quiet for 5 seconds.
You can go first. No, you go first. Okay then, while you are here, did you also escape out like me? No, I have lived here since I was born. Really? I thought that nobody lives here. So that is probably what Dome instilled their people to believe. Actually, it isn't wrong to say that because I also never missed anyone living here before either. But even though I never missed anyone, I still believe that it's not just me out here. I believe there must be someone like me living out here. Then I miss you, who was the one who proved me life.
Arisa smiles, sits, and listens.
Do you know what's outside the dome? I don't know. People in the dome don't teach this kind of stuff to kids, but I think I know one thing. What? A flower? When I was a kid, I had the opportunity to study forestry once. Then I made my own assumption that if there is no forest in the dome, the forest must definitely be outside the dome. And the most important thing is that beautiful flowers is will also in the forest. Have you ever seen a flower, Timothy?
I don't ever know what a flower is, but if you are talking about the forest, I often go there to find food.
Well,
when I was young, I lived in a city similar to this city. My parents were among a group of very talented AI engineers. I often helped them with their work in the lab. Until time passed, the technology of our city is advancing a lot. And expect things happen. On a peaceful, ordinary day, suddenly our city was surrounded by dome soldiers. Don't give us an ultimatum to send all the science and the technology, including the scientists, but our country refused. Then a technological war broke out and our technologies were stolen. Scientists, including my parents, were all killed for the advancement of the dome and to prevent future competitors. The dome's technological fancy has forced many countries to combat. This city was probably one of the cities that were attacked by dome as well. Many people had to die in order to survive the life of the one who came to be aristocratic. I hate the people in the dome that put my life in this kind of situation. But I don't hate you because you hate dome too.
Wow, then what happened after that? How did you survive?
Well, that's what about 20 years old since my father took me to hide in the secret giant room.
After that, they talk about their life experience until morning. At some place in Abandonland, in the morning time, sun is rising.
I tend to like you. Now, what is your next plan?
Just like I said, I will go out to find the most abundant forest in the world, and I will spend the rest of my life there.
Really? Okay, I will help you.
Really? Don't you already have an adventure you want to do?
Don't worry about it anyway. I have been doing it for over 20 years, and now there are almost nothing left to do. Trying to find something new to do should be a lot more fun, isn't it?
That's true.
Then let's go to the forest.
Let's go.
The two began their journey, slowly passing through the river like guide to meet the forest. The further they followed the current, the more fertile the soil they stepped on. Finally, both of them reached the forest as they had hoped. They were both very happy and jumped into the river without hesitation. As time passed, the two began to build a small house together. Arisa is in charge of gardening and building a small chicken pen next to the house, while Timothy is hunting and cooking. While the house was being built, the two went out to explore the forest. In their adventure, the two encountered many strange creatures and strange plants. Then, the day Arisa has been waiting for arrived.
Timothy, I found it.
What? Don't tell me.
Yes, it is the flower.
Wow, finally, Arisa, you found it.
I can't hold it anymore, Timothy.
Congratulations, your dream has come true, Arisa.
Thank a lot, Timothy.
Timothy hugs Arisa next and jumps with joy. At forest, set up a bonfire to give meat next to the flower in the night time.
Congratulations on Arisa's success.
Cheers.
So, what will you do with it, Arisa?
That's right. I'm still not sure what to do with it, but I definitely want to take it out. I think I need to study it during.
Hey, but if you can't get it back, that's it pity.
That's right.
I know. Why don't we go it ourselves?
That's it impossible. Indeed, if I could grow it myself, I could see it every day. Timothy, you are genius.
Of course.
So my next plan is to plant this flower. Let's go.
10 months later, at house snowing in the night time, the camera pans from the left to the right. Though a table with a pile of paper depicting various flowers with various descriptions of each type of flower. Pass to the window, There was a dim light on the left side. Saw snow falling at the night time. Camera turns to the right slowly, passing store that windows. The condition of the room at that time was not very bright. There were only two lights, where the desk and the wall next to me faced forward behind the desk. Camera view from behind. Saw Arisa studying the flower. She had pens on the flower shelf in the dimly lit room. Approximately 4 pots of flowers were penned, excluding the one that Arisa has covering. The camera focused on Arisa's face. Arisa is studying her own flowers in the house. Camera view on the left side of Arisa's face shows the entrance door in the next room.
Dinner is Lady Arisa. Hey, Arisa. Dinner is ready. Hurry up and eat while it's still hot.
Okay.
What's it, Arisa? Lately, you have been looking sad.
I don't know, but I'm not feeling well.
Is there something bothering you? You can tell me. I will help you.
Thank you, Tomati. But for this, I think no one can help me but myself.
Tell me. I am listening to you.
During my hard study of flower, I miss my sister. Then I think back to the story you told me. I feel that what the dome does is evil. But when I turn to look at myself, it made me feel like what we are doing isn't any different from what the dome did. We hunt and raise animals to eat, and besides we will cause it to die, we will also give it a new life so that it will continue to feed us. Isn't that life so liberating? What we do like the dome destroying and snatching another country technology in order to survive, and also raising working class people to use them for birth to date. I used to think that my escaping from the dome, I would to get out of the bad system to be free, but not at all. Worse, I was the creator of that system, but if we don't do it, we die, right? So how do we find a way out of this problem?
Oh my God. That's right. Is it bad? Just like you said.
If I said I was going to end my life, would you stop me, Tomati?
No, I definitely won't stop you. For the past 20 years, I have been alone. There are good times and bad times. I'm one of those people who thought of suicide several times, but never did. Cause I think that if I die, I will miss seeing more things I want to see.
What do you want to see?
The dome. I want to see the dome falling. That's my ultimate dream. That's why I am still here. And there are other things I want to see, such as you. The first human I have met in the past 20 years. A beautiful flower that I never thought I would ever meet in my whole life. We found it. I believe many beautiful things are waiting for me to meet. That's the meaning of my life.
I respect you, Tomati.
But people like me, I don't see anything to be respectful at all. You want to do it for real?
Yes.
Really, it would probably be lonely.
That's right. I'm sorry, Tomati.
It's okay. I'm fine. And you? Is there anything you want to do for the last time?
To be honest, there is, but it might not be possible.
Whatever you want, I will help you.
I want to see my sister one last time.
Okay, let's go.
The two depart back to the dome. Arisa chose the direction to go based on looking at direction from suggesting. At outside dome edge in the night time, the patrol car runs past the rocks they are hiding.
So lucky. It's snowing heavily today. The visibility of the police are not good. So what are we going to do next, Tomati?
I really have to thank the snow. What are we going to do?
Really?
Hey, it's easy. They will hear it.
It's not going to be a risk, is it, Tomati?
Ask me.
But
alright, get ready. The next car is coming.
Tomati and Arisa grabbed a handful of large stone. raise the bow and aim at the wheel and fire.
What's the sound?
I don't know. Looks like something got stuck in the wheels.
You go down and have a look.
Yes, sir. While one of the policemen got out of the car. To see what happened, Arisa took the opportunity to sneak into the back of the car.
What's that sound?
Police one walks out. The situation isn't good. Tomati threw the stone against the large rock she was hiding. The two policemen followed the sound. I doubt the hill will fall. Let's use this excuse and hurry up. No one would be foolish to put themselves in the blizzard anywhere.
That's right. Good. Let's go back. I'm hungry.
Thanks, Tomati.
Arisa looked back to see whether Tomati is safe. Tomati waving goodbye in the distance under heavy snow, and after that Arisa smiles. Flashback at the pace on the way to the dome.
Hey, Arisa. If you already meet your sister, what would you do first after that?
Of course, I will introduce you to her and tell her that you are my best friend.
Nah, I'm embarrassed. Don't talk.
Haha, what will you do next? Would you stay in the dome with me for a while?
No, live in the dome I want.
Okay, so be careful out there, my friend.
Sure.
Tomati thinks if she stayed without until the last moment, she would be sad. Flashback to the prison. Tomati smiled, turned around, and walked away. Then the two speak at the same time that speed up without saying anything like this is the best. At the secret place of influential gangs in the nighttime, Arisa successfully smuggled into the dome edge. The first thing that Arisa did was head to the secret location of the gang.
What's up, Peter?
How did you come back, Arisa?
It's a long story. If I have time, I will come back and tell you later. But is my bag still here?
Of course. All of your treasures. I keep it well.
Peter opened the box and picked up her aristocratic badge that was used for entering and exiting the dome to Arisa.
Thank you. I will go.
Oh, you will be leaving? Well, good luck.
Peter felt is confused. Arisa slowly walks away. At the dome in the nighttime with the aristocratic badge, Arisa can easily enter the dome.
Elsa must have been shocked that I was suddenly back in the dome.
Projecting scenes of car parked in front of her house, Arisa enters the house. At Arisa and Elsa's house, in the nighttime, Arisa opened the door.
I'm back. Oh, she hasn't come back yet. Haven't been back home for a long time. Really miss it. Maybe Elsa is in her office. Let's go to take a look.
Arisa walks up to the stairs.
All the above look like it has changed a bit, but the location of the room remained the same.
Arisa stops in front of Elsa's office and opens the door.
Long time no see, El.
Projecting a scene where a large screen is showing videos of things Arisa encountered in the forest, including a graph showing various walls and much more information.
What the hell is this?
Arisa walked to the desk and picked up the report that was on the desk and read it. Meanwhile, Elsa came back home. She saw that a second floor light was on, and she hurried up to see who was up there. Arisa raised her head from the paper and looked towards the door. Elsa opened the door and met Arisa standing in the room waiting.
Arisa, how did you get here?
You were the one who had to answer my question first. What is this? Okay, that's why. If you don't say it, I will read it by myself.
Don't.
Why? Do you have something to hide from me?
No, Arisa, you are misunderstanding.
Misunderstand? Then tell me what right. Say it quickly.
Okay, I will tell you now. Arisa, you are an android created by your father 15 years ago. We have been born aristocratic, elite, and our father was also a very good genius scientist.
Lie. That is a lie, right? I'm an android? Stop joking already, Elsa. Tell me the truth.
I am telling the truth, Arisa. Listen to me again. You are an android with a human body. You were created by our Father 15 years ago to study the emotions and humanity of artificial intelligence. Also, the little girl, she died 15 years ago. The cause of her death was due to a congenital disease of our two sisters that made us unhealthy, and with all the memories that you have, that was just a story made up for you to believe that you are a real human being.
Elsa, do you know why I came back here?
No, I don't know.
I have been through the past few months. I have incorporated many things. There were good times and bad times, both of which made me happy. But as the day passed, I start to understand many things. I don't want to live anymore. I feel like I have a good enough life. And in my last moment, I also want to be with my dearest sister. Talk and tell story of those lives, but it must be necessary. Haha.
Arisa,
It's okay, I'm fine.
Arisa stood up, picked up a piece of paper, sat down on a chair with her back facing Elsa, started writing message and talking to Elsa.
Elsa, can I argue one last thing?
what?
Can you turn me off? I have nothing to do with this life anymore. And for my information, even though I'm not satisfied with having to let the dome use, however, in the moment, I would not have any feeling of satisfaction or dissatisfaction at all. So use it to your full advantage, Elsa.
Arisa found it and handed that piece of paper to Elsa.
I'm very happy. Don't open it until I'm gone.
Elsa turns off Arisa in tears. Arisa left with a smile. 30 years later, at a house in the woods, Arisa's story has been spread all over the world. The social caste system has undergone a huge transformation. For many people who came out in revolutionary movement, the dome collapsed and merged with the whole world. Nature has been restored. Project Arisa has been developed into a prototype of all kinds to artificial intelligence. A butterfly flew toward the camera from right to left. The camera pans down to the left to a small wooden house in a large abandoned forest. The warm sunlight calmly shone into the old wooden house. The sound of the wind blowing the hanging bell jingle gives a feeling peace from depths of my mind. Elsa, 53 years old, sits in a wooden rocking chair. Elsa picked up a piece of paper and opened it. Take 5 seconds to read. Rest her hand, her head, smile and close her eyes. The camera pans out to show the whole house and the surrounding forest. Elsa was later found dead. Camera goes back into the house. Take it to that piece of paper in Elsa's hand. The message on the paper written in only one sentence.
Our dreams is right in front of you, Elsa.
The camera goes forward as if it were Elsa's point of view, projecting scenes of flower that was planted under a tree. One line of light passed through and fall on the flower.